How you doing, man? This is DJ Dramadik right here, coming straight at you. You know how I do. Always been like a spiritual person, so I guess the beat, drums, they were really attracting me to it. Growing up breakdancing and all that crazy stuff, because I'm an old head now. That's what they say, you know what I mean? So coming up into the game, like hip hop was just a movement. It was like a message for the streets, a message for people. It didn't start out with all this like negativity stuff that that's going on now with it. You know what I mean? That's not, I don't even call that hip hop anyway, but that's what it more influenced me towards it, was the music. First time I heard Scratch on record, it drove me crazy. Like, I was like, what is that? You know what I mean? That's a memory that, like, to this day, it's still giving me chills when I hear somebody scratching correctly. Like, that's definitely what does it. First beat machine I had was like a Dr. Rhythm. Like, I used to carry that thing to school with me, like, in my book bag, because it took batteries, that and headphones. And it used to always drain out because my headphones were so big that the batteries would drain out quick because all the power was going to my headphones. So I remember that. And then after that, then I graduated to, this is the same one right here. Y'all can see it right here. My MPC 2000 right here. This is the first one I had. It's the same one. You know what I mean? I got into that, and that took it to the next level, like with sampling and everything. Like, if y'all know about hip hop in the 90s, like mostly, I ain't gonna say everything because you had an ASR 10, you had different machines, but this was the MP was the main joint, 60, 3000. I know the whole history, but I was always working odd jobs. So I've been DJing like professionally, like getting money. I'll say, how about this? I've been getting money DJing since I was like 14 years old. So, that's like doing like little neighborhood parties and whatever, you know what I'm saying? But as I got older, I was good at football. Like, I played sports and stuff like that, and my parents wanted me to pursue things like that. And make a long story short, when I got older, and my father was like, "Oh, you got to do something real with your life. Like, what are you doing? You can't just be doing music and spinning records and this and that." But I had made a name for myself at this point in my life, and I was working with my father at his job, and I was doing real good at the job with him, this and that. So then my father came up to me one day. He said, "Son, a lot of people know you." He was like, "A lot of people know you. Aren't you DJ Dramatik's dad or this or that?" They're like, "Yeah, that's my son, whatever." And he's like, "Son, quit this job right now." My dad made me quit my job where I was working with him, and he was like, "Follow your dream." You know what I mean? And here it is. You get the blessing from your pop. Like that. What are you gonna say? There's no argument at that point. So the whole computer thing, because I came from vinyl. You know what I mean? Now we're using computers with the library, use Serato, things like that. It's really easy nowadays. It's more easy now to stay fresh and current and keep that energy good with your music and being creative, because it's always something new. Every day is something new that's coming out. So it's like I put myself in like a competition with the world. It's like, all right, this is coming out. All right, I'm gonna try and do something to beat that. All right, I can hang with that. Like, you're not gonna beat me. Like, I'm gonna keep coming after you. I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? The world now is so diverse with hip hop, house, and everything like that. And I've had to figure out, okay, how am I across this bridge? I'm a turntablist, hip hop guy. I like rocking parties, but what can I bring to this new age that make me stand out? You know what I mean? So now, what I do is like with the cutting and scratching, I'm doing that with house music. So, like, people usually, that like a house DJ, they'll always say, "Oh, you're not supposed to scratch house music." It's because they can't do it. That's why they say that, just to make it be known. That's why. So, if you sat down to practice instead of pushing buttons or whatever you're doing, you could overcome your fright too at the same time, like I had to. My main legacy, I have two. The first one is to always be a good dude, like, in my life. Like, I want, you say my name, like, "Yo, Dramatic," or this and that, yo, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get, "Yo, he's a cool dude, yo, he's a good guy." That's one main mark I want to leave. And the other main mark is to carry my culture of hip hop and turntablism to the next generation. Like, I see kids that's coming up now that's following gimmicks and stuff like that, just push button stuff, but at the same time, there's an art in the DJing. It's like what you want to get out of it, you know what I mean? Just like what I want to get out of it, and what do they want to get out of it. Like, if you want to get the full potential out of DJing, you should learn everything about it. You know what I mean? That's just like a mechanic that's working on your car. And he like, yo, you know how to change spark plugs? Yeah, I know how to change spark plugs, but I can't change your air filter. That don't make sense, does it? So that's what I'm saying. Like, learn your craft. That's my main thing, and I want to teach kids at a younger age about that. So because you're not gonna get bored of it. There's nothing boring about scratching records. Like, because to this day I do it, and people still look at me like I just came off a spaceship. Like, you know what I mean? So there's still a lot more time left with this. I got like new style music, like that's with house and hip hop combined type of music that I'm doing, because it's more like housey music, like some stuff I'm producing, but it's more or less with that hard hip hop background, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to bring into it, because um, I got a lot of production stuff right there. I got my company with my partner DJ Soho, we're Sending DJs. You can check that out, www.sendingdjs.com. And you see our crew who we deal with: Jay Ski, DJ Biz, DJ Five Venoms, Ronnie D. It's crazy. Like, we got a lot of talented guys that's in the company. Like, so when you booking us, like, you know you're gonna get a show, you're gonna get talent. That's what I'm trying to put out there, is talent.